Back to Who I'd Go Gay For. I'm your host, Ahri Findling. This week's guy is weird, okay? Most of you are not going to agree, but this guy's been on my list for a long time. His name is Larry David, okay? If you don't know who he is, he's the co-creator of Seinfeld. He's the co-creator and star of Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO. He's very funny, and I want to suck his okay? He's fucking got $1 billion. He's bald. He's got glasses. He's not classically hot, okay? He's really not hot at all, but he's funny. And that's what people don't understand. They underestimate how attractive humor is, okay? And you know that when I would suck his or, he'd probably say that was pretty good.
All right, this has been the first edition of Who I'd Go Gay For.
Larry David, I love you.
Yes. Now that we've gotten all the anti-Semitism.
And we're back. Andy Frasco's World Saving Podcast. I'm Andy Frasco. This is my co-host.
Feels very informal right now for some reason. You know what I'm talking about?
I know. I got my co-host, one of my best friends. He is my best friend.
Top 30.
You are one of my best friends.
Every day you have a new best friend.
Nick Gerlach. Welcome.
Dolov's OG.
Dolov's OG too. He's one of my besties.
I mean, he's literally
too.
like by the definition of the term OG. Like, there's a picture of you guys in like 6th grade. Like,
just vibing.
You're like a foot and a half taller than him.
Speaking of sports, I went to my first Fish concert.
It does feel like sports.
It felt like I was like in college and everyone's like tailgating, but instead of like tailgating. Natty nights, they're just like ripping a shit ton of nitrous.
There was a lot. I feel like nitrous has gotten more prevalent.
Dude, I didn't understand. There was like 100 people selling nitrous tanks at the lot.
It's turning into the drug of choice, and it's weird.
I did it for 2 days straight, and the last 2 days, like the 2 days of recovery,
that
I was
grade Arby's.
Yeah, that food.
He gets his shit from the back of Arby's.
I get my gas from the back of Arby's. I had the biggest headache. I felt so stupid. I'm like, I think
you gotta do the dentist stuff.
Wait, how do you get the dentist stuff?
You gotta know a dentist.
Gotta know a dentist.
Cleaned him off. Anyway,
but back to Fish.
Back to Fish.
We took Todd Glass.
Yeah, he seemed like he liked it that much.
He wasn't into it.
That's fine. He likes Paul Anka, you know what I mean? Like, it's not for. It's funny because they're like his age,
right?
So I think it's not really like it's just like it's not like he's too old for it.
We were all like planning. All right, we're gonna take some mushrooms. We're gonna get there and see the vibe. Then I think he just got overwhelmed. There's like 20,000 people there.
It's just not his style of music. Comedians don't like jams that much, or they really love it. But like, it's just like because it makes sense because of what they write.
Mm-hmm.
They don't jam really. Yeah. Really good stand-up comedians. It looks like they're jamming if they're good at it, but like everything's very thought out and
prepared.
Written. And that's what they like. That's why I like a lot of country music, or a lot of comedians. I think are like into country music.
Right.
It's kind of like writing, you know. But that's fine. Like everybody can like their thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think Vinny was having a good time a little bit.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun. The lights are insane.
Well, that was what I was going to say. The light show, like the whole process, like the whole business side, it was a well-oiled machine. From ticketing, like I got when we got the tickets. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Mike Gordon. Thanks for letting us in. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
We got the tickets. It was from Fish. It wasn't from Ticketmaster. I mean, everything was like a self-sufficient machine. They have their own. They make their own T-shirts.
You can make a solid argument they're the most like impressive business in the music industry in the last.
It's pretty impressive
years. What they've done and how much money they keep in house.
Right.
And just like someone told me this. I don't know for sure that they make all their own merch. Even like
they do. They have their merch
shop.
company.
Yeah, it's not even like so. Like imagine how much money they save.
Oh yeah,
just everything is their employee.
Which
means their employees probably get treated better, which means everyone's happier.
Yeah.
Which means you get a better product, which means yada yada yada.
I told Schwartz we're taking out the middleman. We're doing the Fish model. Okay. He didn't like that because he's a manager. He's like, whoa, chill.
You guys don't have enough money to do that yet.
Yeah, that's what he said. You're not there yet, Frasco.
It takes money like to do that.
I'm like, I want to start my own ticketing company. I want to have my own merch company.
No, you don't need your own ticketing company. That's the last thing you need. Is Live Nation mad at you? You're not famous enough for Live Nation to be mad at you.
You're right.
Yet.
They'll just excommunicate me out of the church.
Career over. Have fun in real estate, bitch.
But it was fun, you know. It's like it's not my thing,
It's not necessarily my thing either, but sometimes it is. It depends on like. There's so many like fish is like. It's like one of those things where it's like they can play everything, which can be a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course, every like everyone, all the heady fish fans, like, oh man, you went Thursday, man. They really killed it on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. Which they might be right. I mean, you're not going to be the same quality every night.
Right.
I thought they were fine though. For me, everything just depends on what Fishman's doing on drums.
Oh yeah.
Not that it's bad. It's just like a choice. It's like when he's banging like a nice backbeat, I definitely like it more than when it's like free jazz. But I like a little free jazz too.
The light show was amazing. It sounded unbelievable.
The mix is incredible. I can't believe that 4 guys can have that much power.
We don't give enough credit to fucking sound guys. Yeah. Shout out to sound guys because Jason, we love you.
To be fair, that all starts with the band though.
We don't give enough credit to this.
Shit in, shit out, bro.
True.
Yeah, but no, you're right, though. And that's gotta be hard to mix. It's not like a music venue.
Yeah, and like having only a 4-piece band to play for 20,000 people is pretty.
Shout out to them just like putting on a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
4 nights in a row.
Yeah, true.
A lot.
Also, shout out to the fans.
And shout out. We gotta quit saying shout out. No, shout out to the fans.
When you go to a show and it's like a lot of dancey show and you could smell the BO. And you could tell what type of
bad.
Oh God, it wasn't bad. It was bad, but it was like a rich BO. Like rich people BO. It's like different than crusty BO.
Yeah.
It's not even patchouli. It's like like when you go to the dentist's office and he's like working hard on your teeth for like an hour and a half. He starts sweating. You start smelling his BO a little bit.
It was like 95 degrees out all day and shit.
I don't think you're hearing me out here. Everyone BOs. I'm saying there's a crusty BO, like if you go to a Disco
BO.
Biscuit show or if you go to like a reggae show, it's a little bit crustier smelling.
Yeah, like
BO.
when you go to like a Widespread Panic show or what Pigeons Playing Ping Pong or
I wonder if
Ohio jam band.
I wonder if like the BO sent in our fan base because it's just all alcohol. They're just sweating out all the alcohol.
It smells like an AA meeting.
But I did respect it because it was like a clean BO.
Yeah, like they've been just outside all day.
Yeah, or it's just like they're just like doctors and lawyers and they take care of themselves.
You're saying rich people sweat differently? Yes. That's what I'm saying is they're just
they're taking care of them. They're well kept.
I've never had BO in my life.
It's a rich fan base. I met a lot of doctors. I met a lot.
It's also it's just so big that it's got everything.
Right.
There's poor people there.
Of course.
Who do you think those people laying on the ground selling nitrous balloons were? You think
they weren't at the show?
You think they're in finance, Andy?
They're making money off the doctors.
Yeah, but they're still in the fan base.
True.
Just because you can't get in doesn't mean you're not a fan.
Respect. So shout out to everyone who has crusty BO as well. Yeah. We're here for you. We don't segregate BO.
Do you ever get BO?
Yeah.
Not me.
But I keep clean. Like I don't smell that bad. Sometimes my breath smells because I smoke so much cigarettes but I try to keep my body clean.
Julie says I've never smelled bad in like the 10 years we've been together. It's
really?
like her thing. She always says that.
Oh.
I shower every day. No matter what.
Really?
Usually right when I get up.
Sometimes I don't shower.
I have to. It's like I can't do stuff unless I shower sometimes.
If I don't have the right conditioner or shampoo.
I could never do trivia without showering first. It's like I can't think right.
Really?
Yeah. Or like on stage in general.
Sometimes I like when we have an all-night drive and we have a show the next day, early show, I'll just let it ride. It feels like I earned it.
There's something to that.
Yeah.
The road's a little different.
Right.
Because you're like you're like in Vietnam or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Fish was tight. I kind of wish I would have went maybe one of the other nights too. And they get the merch money.
But I'm glad I saw it, and I'm glad I understand why people fucking go ape shit crazy. It is a great show. They really care. Just not my thing.
Yeah, it's fine. That's for sure. Yeah, actually.
But speaking of fan bases, we have a reggae band in the scene. Logan Rex is on the show this week.
She was very not forthcoming.
She was nervous. She's frightened of us because we know her so well that she thought we're gonna just blast her on our podcast, but we're not. We love her.
No, I like her actually. She likes me more than you, I think. Now.
Oh yeah. Logan Rex, she's the singer on Everything Bagel, but she's in an amazing band called Artikal Sound System.
Oh, she's on the recording of Everything Bagel.
Yeah, she's the girl singer.
Oh, okay, I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Well, I come out to all your I go down to all your trivia. I do everything to support you.
Yep.
And you don't do shit for me.
I don't do anything for you. I'm going to remember that next time I'm drafting your fantasy football team.
No, you really helped me. I was so nervous. And, sometimes I go...
I'm so calm in drafts.
You are. You're prepared.
I just know. You're
prepared.
I don't really get excited in general, so it's fun to have me in there.
Have you ever been excited in your life?
Yeah.
Like what?
I just would
What's
never
like
show.
the most excitement you ever had in your life?
Oh, maybe when the guy from Smash Mouth died, or I'm just kidding.
I just heard about that.
I'm just kidding. He did die though.
How?
Liver
failure?
No, that's like the official thing.
Didn't he like go ape shit? Like,
Yeah,
he
was like doing Nazi salutes at like a fucking kids festival last
Oh,
year.
man.
We can make fun of him. I think he had.
I don't like anyone to die. That's not. I'm not wishing death on anyone, but don't do
No.
Nazi salutes at your fucking show.
Yeah, and it was like the Grand Rapids Day Fest. It wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that it's better if you do it in a, like your club
Yeah.
show, but it's a little different. There's 8-year-olds there.
I thought he did Sturgis too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make fun
Man,
of
a
Sturgis.
lot of people. Yeah, don't fuck
I'm
with
too
that.
scared of those people.
Yeah, shout out to the Hells
Sturgis
Angels.
seems awesome, man. Actually looks like a really cool town. A lot of good people up there. Yeah.
My dad was so sad when Jimmy died.
Really? Oh, your dad's a boomer. They love. Why do boomers love? He's like the boomer like dream. Actually,
It's the idea of the American dream for the boomer.
But he is like the ultimate boomer white guy. Like that's him.
I mean, think about it. It'd be tight to live.
Songs about nothing.
Cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it's basically about nothing. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
I mean, Pirate Turns 40 is about growing old.
I know,
and-
but you know what I mean. Like it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's the music's pretty. It's pretty much easy listening, right?
yeah, it's sweet.
The guy, and then he's like, I'm gonna open a restaurant. He's a billionaire too. He's like
Yeah.
an investing billionaire, like flying his plane around. He's like every boomer white guy's dream, basically, is to be him.
It's my dream too.
I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying.
Sound a little
It's
judgy.
Yeah, well, maybe.
You're a little
It's a
judgy.
podcast.
I feel like Todd. If we called Todd right now, he'd be pissed. You can call
I'm
him.
allowed to have an opinion. I don't have to think he's the best ever. I mean, the music isn't exactly
True. I mean, that's how I feel about Fish. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool,
exactly.
but it's like, I don't know.
They're more like the Gen X dream, though. I guess
What's the Gen X dream?
the 50s. People in their 50s.
What's
are in
their
Gen-
dream?
Just being not be famous but be rich.
Oh, like you don't
'Cause they
want
wanna
the
be cool.
limelight. They
Like,
want to be
Gen
cool.
X thinks they're cool still.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're like 50s in their 50s with like 2 kids in high school. But they like still think they're cool because like Nirvana was popular when they're in high school.
While we're stereotyping generations, what about millennials? What's their dream?
Corniest. They're the corniest generation.
Why? You think I'm corny?
Yes, for sure. And also, but just millennials in general are just corny as fuck.
Yeah, a little
Everything
bit.
they make is corny. All their little dog videos where they talk over it and do the voice and just like writing songs about their dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Live your bliss.
Gen Z, we'll see. They're still too young to judge. You got to wait till people are in like their
The younger
30s.
generations are getting cooler. Like they're not
They're
really
getting
like
cooler, but they're still just as much trash as any other generation.
Jesus Christ.
Get on TikTok and read the comments. They got tons of people that are just like,
by who?
yeah, just like there's just as many weirdos and religious freaks and racist in that generation.
Right.
Who do you think raised them?
Millennials.
Every generation's bad. Okay,
Yeah. God, do you have
and
any
every
hope?
generation's good.
Do you have any hope for?
I'm just saying, like it's not
The
like there's
future?
gonna be. Okay, I'm not saying every generation's bad. Let me put it this way. There's not going to be some good generation that comes on that's all of a sudden way better than every other generation before them and changes the world. It's going to be a slow process.
Yes, when the aliens start going public,
When
that
the
they've been
aliens
fucking.
here comes the aliens.
I'm telling you, when the aliens come,
Gen X is kind of get funny though, because they're kind of getting a pass because like everybody makes fun of boomers and like the older than them, like Biden,
yeah,
and you don't really hear people dogging on Gen X yet. And it's because they didn't ruin everything like the boomers did, like financially. Like boomers ruined the economy for everyone after them.
Who's more obnoxious, Gen X or millennials?
Oh, millennials for sure.
Are you Gen X or millennial?
I think I'm like a late millennial. I think I'm like
You're a millennial.
I'm barely a millennial.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of Gen X people, and they definitely a lot of them definitely think they're like grunge and cool still. But it's like, no, you are at Discovery Zone. You're at a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party, okay, dude?
By the way, we had fish fans rent the house.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you the story in a
It's
second.
too dark.
No, it's amazing.
Oh, okay.
They invited me out. They found out it was my house and they Instagrammed me. Hey, I'm renting your house right now on Airbnb. Do you want to come over and party? And I came over by myself at 1 a.m. and partied with them and ripped some nitrous. And I fell asleep on the couch. It was like my couch.
You crashed a party at your own house?
Yes, I did.
Maybe you need rehab.
They were cool. They were cool. They were like nice fish fans. They were like there. They're like, this is my 60th show, and they're like super rich people. And like, this is fucking awesome. And then I did too much nitrous and I fished out and I fell asleep for a couple minutes. And
What night was this?
Thursday, the only show I went to.
That's cool.
Yeah, when Todd said he was done
Where
for the night.
were you supposed to stay that night?
I got a hotel.
Oh, okay.
Like right next to my house. But, you know, I was like, I'm still kind of like high on these mushrooms.
Yeah.
We were at the car bar. And
Did you stay for the whole fish show?
What?
Did you stay for the whole fish show?
I think we left like halfway through second set.
Yeah, no,
too.
you definitely didn't leave right at separate because that's what like kind of when I walked.
Yeah,
off.
because we hung out. I'm like, I tried to bring Todd to the pit, like quick to the pit. All of a sudden, people started swarming us.
Yeah.
And he got overwhelmed, so we bailed.
Yeah.
We bailed to the back. We smoked a joint like on the top next to like the cheeseburgers and the pretzels and shit. Because he likes food. So,
he
like,
loves to eat. That
he
dude
loves to eat.
Every 20 minutes, he's like, "When are we gonna eat yet?"
Right.
It's interesting. He like Philadelphia guys.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone who came out to the. We'll do our dialed in plug soon, but shout out to everyone who came to the podcast, live podcast.
Oh yeah, we did that.
That was fucking crushed.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again, right?
We're doing it again. I think in Atlanta.
What venue?
I don't know yet. Maybe Eddie's Attic or like
I don't know any of the small,
City Winery.
I don't know any of the small venues there.
We're debating where we do our next live podcast. So if you guys have any ideas, I'm thinking either Chicago, New York,
Chicago will be fun.
Atlanta, or Philly. Or Buffalo. Buffalo would fuck.
I don't know about New York City, honestly. I think
No?
that's too convoluted. I don't.
What if
think
we did it at
anyone-
Garcia's, the Cap Theater?
That's different. That's not New York City though, is it? That's like
Westchester or something?
Yeah. That could be cool.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for coming out. That was fun.
Our guests were good.
Yeah. Yeah. It was awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful. So shout out to the podcast. Shout out to Dialed In Gummies.
We sold a lot of tickets.
We sold a shit ton of tickets. And
you guys would shit your pants if you know what I got paid to do that. I'm just kidding.
Let's go. Isn't it crazy we're getting paid to like just talk to people on stage now?
It's not crazy at all. I feel like I'm finally reaching my form before I should be.
Yeah,
in fact, I should be getting paid.
We're in our
more.
prime right now. Our
No,
shit
we're not even
talking
close
prime.
to our prime, dude.
Really?
Our prime's coming.
We got potential. We still got some growing potential.
We haven't even started a real beef yet.
I know. With a podcast.
Just a band. We got to piss someone off, man.
Yeah, we will. But I do love Dialed In Gummies. So grab yourself some Dialed In Gummies. Like I was saying, this is the best time to be in Denver. It's fall. The weather's perfect. The Red Rock shows are just like a little crisp, so you can wear like a sweatshirt. And I just love it. So go get your ass to Denver. And while you're in Denver, go grab some Dialed In Gummies. They have the best gummies, edibles, and they have the liquid edible.
They're priced to move, people.
Yes. And I think all of our gummies are all sold out, both of ours.
Really?
Yep. So shout out to everyone.
Cherry limeade.
Great mango.
Might have to make
We're
another
running for
run.
Indianapolis.
Might have to make another run of them bitches.
Yep. Fuck yeah, we are. And then shout out to volume.com for letting us do live streams.
Hell yeah.
Letting us do live streams. They're like fronting the bill so we can talk
we should
shit
do like
in
an
front of
in-studio
people.
live stream too, I think, someday.
I was thinking we do that in Atlanta because that's
No
where
crowd.
Ben lives.
Oh, yeah.
His studio's there.
Or we could do it here, too.
Or we could do it here.
Yeah. We could do that whenever we want, though,
True.
too. There's no limit on how many
It'd
of
be
those
cool
we
if
can
we
do.
do like Funhouse style.
If
where
it
we
makes
have,
money, we'll just do it a bunch all the time. You know what I mean?
I love it. Volume.com, the best. They are giving out grants. It is a live stream network where they have shows. And if you're a content creator and you want to be on volume.com, they're giving money to the people who are adding their content to their show. So go to volume.com/creator and see.
That's when you don't have to pay the money back, by the way.
It's
This
free
isn't a
money,
student
people.
loan. This
Free
isn't a
money.
Perkins loan.
Yeah, this isn't Perkins. And shout out to everyone, all the fans who just listened to live streams. There was the chat at the live stream was bumping. Everyone was hyping it
Everybody
up.
said we should be on Jam on Radio, and I was like, I don't know if they really have that kind of money.
Let's go.
Ari Fink.
You hear that, Fink?
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you, Ari Fink.
I should just start coming for Ari Fink. I like him too much.
I love
though.
him.
I
I
actually
love
like
Ari
him.
too much too.
I could listen to that guy talk for minutes.
So head to volume.com and go watch all the amazing content that is on that. From every band's on there now, and our podcast, if you want to see our faces and see Nick rocking those fucking glasses every day. You don't
People
take
love
them
these.
off now.
I might buy like 4 or 5 more.
Jam
pairs of
band Tony Soprano over here, dude.
Yeah, bitch.
Volume.com.
Gabagool, motherfuckers.
We're going to have a great week.
No.
Buy tickets to our fall tour. Buy tickets to our fall tour.
Where are you playing this weekend?
This weekend, we're at Wormtown. It's a fest. I don't fucking know anymore.
Pigeons is definitely playing that one, right?
No, Neil Francis, Motet.
Sick.
It'll be fun.
Motet's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a good lineup.
They got a new singer.
Massachusetts, come on out to Wormtown.
You know they got a new singer in the Motet full time.
Yeah, she's awesome. I played
she
with
used
her.
to be in that band. What's it called? Elephant maybe Revival or Portland. She's from Portland.
Yeah, she's badass. And then the following week starts our fall tour, people. So get your tickets. It's going to be amazing. We're starting in Michigan, going to Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., which is sold out. Shout out to Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Burlington, Vermont.
Wow.
Fairfield, Connecticut.
Holy shit.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Woodstock, New York.
Fuck.
Portland, Maine.
Oh, my God.
Richmond, Virginia.
Wow.
One night in Philly.
Meh.
And
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love Philly.
And 2 nights at Brooklyn
say that no
Bowl
matter what
in
city you
Brooklyn.
put there.
That's the first leg. So grab
Wow.
your tickets while you can. We got Logan Rex on the show. You're going to love her. She's
Put on
one
the
of
video.
our
She's
close
good looking.
friends. She's beautiful. She is, I think, my soulmate, but I don't know.
She's Gwen Stefani, basically.
She's Florida Gwen.
She's our generation's Gwen Steph.
We love her. Her band's amazing. She tours with Little Stranger a bunch, reggae scene.
Reggae.
They're going on tour with Iration. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
So you're going to love this interview. Next week, it is you and I for an hour, buddy.
Oh, God, what if I say the...
We're going to talk about fish again.
Why?
No, we're done. We're done.
Let's talk shit about Tom Hamilton for an hour.
Who's that?
Tom Hamilton.
I don't know who that is.
He likes to make fun of the Grateful Dead, but then also being a tribute band of them.
Anyway, okay, we're done with talking about that. Artikal Sound System, enjoy the show, and we'll catch you next week where Nick and I lose more friends.
You're not my friend. I don't care.
All right, bye. That was great. Logan Rex, Artikal Sound System.
How's it going, Andy Frasco? How's it going?
What
you
is
guys?
Rex your last name?
Yeah, it's my last name.
Give me your first memory as that you wanted to be a singer or songwriter.
When I was like little, we had a big, like one of the big TVs that was like super deep, you know, and I had a karaoke machine, and I like would do so much Patsy Cline, and I would watch myself in the reflection, you know.
Patsy Cline. Cool.
That was. I
You
really
always knew.
I wanted to be like a country singer. Yeah, well, I did when I was little, and then like I lost the dream for like a long time. I didn't think that anything would happen
Why?
musically. I think I just was like, I was pretty much like a housewife.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
married?
I wasn't, but I was.
So you
with
had
this-
like a boyfriend
for like
that you
10 years
that you lived with?
Yeah, and I was like,
Well, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Oh, I thought you were like 26.
Thank you. You always know what to say, Nick.
I do.
Yeah.
Women love me.
Yeah, because
I really
you
did, though.
move
I
to
thought-
New York?
I thought you were younger for real. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. That's nice
Yeah.
of you. Yeah, I moved to New York. Moved to Brooklyn when I was like 20,
Nice.
and I like bought this record store from Denver. Actually,
You bought a record store?
I bought a record store.
You bought their records.
I bought the records.
Okay.
Like the whole
How
inventory.
many?
Like almost 10,000.
You bought 10,000 records?
About 10,000.
well, they were going out
Where'd
of
you
business
put
kind of
them?
thing.
They were going out of business. I was like on Molly in bed on eBay looking at records.
Hell yeah.
And I like had like a little bit of money that I'd inherited from like my grandparents. And I like found this like huge lot out here in Denver. And I had a friend who was living out here, and I was like, go check it out and see if it seems real. But the guy like had violated probation or something and had to go to jail.
Oh.
And he had nobody to
Commissary
take
money.
over. And I just
How much was it?
was like $4,000.
That was it?
Yeah. And I
I
counted
mean,
them.
the records weren't that cool 10 years
They
ago.
really weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't cool 10 years ago. And like everyone around me was like, this is like pretty dumb. And like, what about iPods are cool? And you know?
Did you sell them all?
No. Well, so I like moved them into like, I had a loft in the apartment and I would have people like come. I mostly sold online, but people could come and make an appointment.
You got your money back, I bet.
No.
Really?
No. But I was doing like other things that kept me afloat financially.
right.
at the
Like
time.
what?
Yeah. Like, well, just like doing, weed things.
You were growing weed?
We were like me and like the guy that I was dating at the time. I feel like I'm just okay. Well, so like we had this business, this food delivery business down in South Florida that he had started, and I'd like kind of like gotten on board with like really early, and it was more like a front for like laundering
Yeah.
money. And at the time when we
what
lived
they
in
are.
Florida,
That's what a drug dealer is.
yeah,
Logan.
yeah,
You're a drug dealer.
You're a
Just say
drug
I was
dealer.
a
Just say
drug
I was a
dealer.
drug dealer.
It's cool.
I was a drug dealer.
It's cool to be a drug dealer.
Yeah.
On this podcast.
Let's go. Drug dealers are fine on this podcast.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
you sold weed?
How much weed were you selling?
And I was just like part of like this like operation, but it would be like a couple.
That's what drug dealers are.
It was like a couple 100 pounds like a month would go back and forth between California and Florida.
So like
and,
you're doing $500,000 gross in revenue a month roughly back then.
I guess so. And it was like crazy because I was like 20 and it was like so
you're probably
exciting.
doing not retail, so it's probably less than that. But.
Yeah. And
so you were making money.
I mean, not person. Like the operation was making plenty of money, yeah. And then it was rolling back into it, and then we moved from New York to California to grow, and like we were like, let's get vertical, and like, and it was so fun. It really was so fun.
You grew weed in California?
Yeah. I lived like outside. I lived in Oroville, like it's like outside Chico.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. And we lived outside for like 4 months while we were like growing, and we like it was like me and like 12 of my friends, and we like lived on this like bald mountaintop.
That's a whole thing. Yeah, it's a whole lifestyle.
It was really something, and I'd never even camped before, so like it was a real.
What'd you like about growing weed?
I liked being with all my friends. I like growing things, and I love smoking weed. At the time, I was like smoking a bunch, so it was. I mean, what's more fun than like being with all your pals and getting dirty, you know?
If you were my girlfriend and we shared a 1-bedroom apartment in New York, and you said, "Babe, I just bought 10,000 vinyls," I'd be fucking pissed.
It wasn't a 1-bedroom apartment. It was like we had room for it.
It was a drug dealer penthouse.
It was a drug dealer place, and then we.
Wow, look at you!
Why'd you quit that? It sounds way better than
Damn,
music.
you're like Florida Scarface.
Yeah, that's
no, I
me.
think Scarface is Florida Scarface.
Yeah.
Oh, Florida. Oh.
That's actually
Remember
Miami.
that
but
whole
yeah.
thing set in Miami?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is that who inspired you to be a drug dealer?
Yeah. Oh God, when you use those words, it didn't ever feel like that.
Nope, you're dealing drugs. Sorry.
It just felt like fun.
Bartenders.
What is that? What's that one make?
Air horn, probably.
It's an air horn.
Okay.
It's an air horn.
Nice.
Okay, so you steered away from your path.
I steered away from the path.
You wanted to be a record star. Well,
You broke up with that guy, basically.
Oh yeah, that was done. Yeah.
Why'd you break up with him?
I just didn't.
His penis was too big.
I just felt like I like realized I joined a band, and then I was like, oh, like I'm like playing like this supporting. This is corny, but I felt like I was playing like a supporting role in his life, and like not. And I was like, oh, I have like my own dreams, and like
you wanted to get your best actor Oscar.
Yes,
actress.
That's it.
And you're sick of being supporting actress at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, pretty much. But when I joined Artikal, it felt like it like empowered me, and then I left. I had like $40, and like I had never like paid my own bills or like taken care of myself. I'd just been like,
oh, you were like a true
housewife. Yeah, I was like a housewife.
Wow.
And it was really
awesome.
good for me. And then I like lived in my van for a little bit.
Somebody just looked out here and shut a door.
He's working on.
He's working on the house.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, so couple questions. You've always wanted. You've always wanted. It's hard to interview someone you
That
know.
you know,
I
yeah,
know
this
you
is-
so well.
I know,
Logan,
I
and
actually-
I'm trying not to like.
I was actually on that
spill all
other
the beans.
that No Simple Road podcast talking about the best interviews is when you like don't really know each other as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What beans
Spill the
would you have to
beans.
spill?
So
It's a Frasco
did you
song.
always have like this like confidence, like alpha confidence when you were a kid?
No, I was like, I mean, you know me. I was like a huge nerd. I mean, I still am, but I really didn't have like a ton of friends. I was like, I read the dictionary. I had like a wheelie backpack.
Nice.
I was like a huge
What's
loser.
a wheelie backpack?
Like a rolling suitcase that I kept.
Oh, you had carry-on luggage for
Yeah.
your backpack.
I was like a flight attendant in the halls of
Holy
8th
shit!
grade.
I would
Yeah.
have made fun of you so much.
Yeah, well, everyone did.
Even though you were
Yeah.
good looking,
I mean, thank you.
It's hard
That's
for
very
nerds.
sweet.
You were always hot, huh?
I mean, I don't know that I would.
You were
say
always
that.
hot.
you don't
Thank
get
you.
hot in your 30s.
Yeah, you've always hot.
Come on, fellas. No, I mean, I don't. I think I
So
was like
you
a
were-
cute little girl.
Hot nerd, huh?
Jesus.
Just you don't see that very often.
Yeah. No, I do see it all the time. I love nerds.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
Those girly nerds are awesome.
librarian vibe.
I love it.
Yeah,
I used to go pick up chicks at the library.
they're intimidating.
Yeah.
How?
That's a good place to do
I
that.
just like see
You're
what
holding a book
they're-
upside
I
down?
see what book they're reading, and I like try to get the same book and sit next to them.
That's cute.
But he's like the title's upside down and shit.
Yeah, and you like have one copy of everything. not two, So.
I can read.
Were you picked on as a kid? Really?
Yeah, but not like a poor pity
Like
me
by your
thing, but-
brothers or?
No, just like other kids. I think I like went to like a really small school, and like if you weren't on the inside, there weren't like any other options. But I mean, I feel like it made me very like compassionate maybe for other
Right.
people. I like want everyone to feel included. So I think that I'm like very happy it went that way.
Yeah, being a nerd's cool.
I think so.
It is.
I think it's the best.
What
were,
are
you,
the-
were you a nerd?
It could be.
You could be.
Some days I was a nerd. I don't know. I kind of floated around with everybody.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Were you?
I was kind of a nerd.
He did it
but
in a
I feel
cooler
like
way
he
than
was
me.
I was a
cool.
loner.
Yeah.
But you were more
You
of
were
a
a
cool
loner?
loner. I was
I was
more
a
of like
cool
a, here
loner.
comes Nick again.
Yeah.
But he's funny. Let's let him hang out with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is Boynton Beach do you feel like Miami and Boynton Beach? Do you see any parallels in LA?
In LA?
Like LA lifestyle versus Miami lifestyle, where it's like keeping up with the Joneses. Everyone had to be like perfect. Everyone had to have that white picket fence, that big house.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like so much money, like where I
Yeah.
grew up. There's like ton of that, but I think Miami, it's like way worse because like the girls.
You're
are
from
doing,
Boynton
like,
Beach.
I'm from Boynton Beach. I'm from Delray, like just up the road. But
That's pretty nice. I've been to your pad. I mean, I've been to
know.
that area.
yeah, it's a nice place, and I have a very cute little pad.
Okay, what's more vapid, LA or Miami? Like who's more shallow?
I don't know. I feel like I can't speak to it because, like, I mean, Miami's like an hour and a half from me,
right,
and
fair enough.
and I don't want to like speak for a whole group of people like that. And I don't really know LA that well either. So
Okay.
what was that? I mean, I don't have an answer.
Generalize people. That's what we do on here.
That's why we have podcasts. We generalize.
We're here to
people,
generalize people and make
Okay.
ourselves look bad.
All right. God, I
Say
can't,
Miami
I
is
can't believe I'm
worse.
here with you too.
Miami has better cocaine and LA has, well, they're both hot.
Yeah,
feel
it's,
like Miami
it's
has
like
hotter
really
guys.
good-looking people.
I feel like Miami has hotter guys and LA has hotter girls.
I think the LA girls are hotter to me because they're like more natural seeming. Like the work is better. In Miami, it's like I feel like it's like a flex of like to show people you have money and you're like wearing it in your body and face.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So you have no trauma.
No
You
trauma.
have no drug addiction.
I can give you some trauma if you want. I can find some for you.
You have no drug addiction. Never
No.
been addicted to anything.
What?
I mean, no,
Boring.
no.
So what do you?
I mean,
What do you sing about?
I
What
got
do you
put in the, I got put in the mental hospital. I guess there's
Where's that?
Yeah.
When?
I would like right before I bought
Now
the
we're
record store.
cooking. Come
Now
on.
we're cooking.
No, you what?
I got put in the mental hospital.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Finally.
There we
What
are.
happened?
What, you got a job part-time there?
No, I mean, I thought at the time I was like suicidal, and so I got Baker acted. Why was I suicidal?
Yeah, like why? Do you think like you didn't know who you were? You're like identity crisis.
Yeah, I think I was like really people pleasing. I was like on a path that like my parents wanted me to be on, and they weren't pressuring me to. But I was like, oh, I want to make like my folks happy, and because my parents are wonderful, wonderful people.
What do they do?
My dad's a lawyer.
What kind?
He's a securities lawyer.
Well, real lawyer.
A real lawyer. Yeah, but
Like finance. Those kind of securities?
yeah, like the Madoff thing. Like
Yeah.
You know,
So he's
that
rich.
kind of thing. He didn't do the Madoff.
You
case,
might
but,
be
you know.
lower upper.
Madoff.
He's
her.
saying I
lower
might be
upper
lower
class,
upper.
maybe not upper middle.
I don't have a barometer. I don't know what I don't know what anything would be. I'm not trying to lie or hide anything.
What were your parents doing that you felt like you were being pressured?
No, I don't think they were pressuring me. I think I just like wanted to make them happy. You know, I don't think it's anything necessarily they were doing, but they like wanted me to like go to college, and I dropped out of like 3 colleges and like
Really?
or failed out of 3 colleges, I guess. Yeah, and then
Really?
yeah.
What was the best college you failed out of?
It's
The first one?
the first one.
It's always that. Because
Yeah,
you got into that
kinda.
one. And then you
Yeah.
have to get into the lower ones to stay in. Where'd you go to college first?
I went to FSU, and then
Oh,
I
you're
went
smart.
to like 2 different community.
But you're
colleges.
smart then. You got good grades in high
I think
school.
I was okay.
It's a hard school to get into.
Hold on,
It
hold
was
on,
okay.
hold
It's
on,
not it's not really that. I mean, not to insult anybody.
Hold
but
on, hold on.
Insult people. It's a podcast.
Come on.
Florida State.
Florida State.
You went to Florida State High School.
Tallahassee.
It's gonna fire them up.
College.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
You're a Seminole.
And you failed Florida State?
I just wasn't going.
Even Bert
I just
Kreischer
wasn't
finished Florida
going.
State.
They told me if I didn't come back and like have my shit together that I was gonna be kicked out, and I was like, I'm just not gonna come back.
Were you partying too much?
Not really. I mean, I'm not like I was like smoking a bunch of weed and like fucking off with my friends, but I wasn't like
That's not partying too
getting.
much, yeah.
You know, I'm pretty tame.
Did your parents yell at you?
No,
No?
they're very.
So what
cool.
pressure?
Just from like myself and like wanting to like do the
Impress
thing that
them.
I thought other people thought I should do. I mean, like
This is what I'm talking about.
yes.
So it's the same as LA. You're always worried about what other people think about you versus being confident with yourself.
Isn't that everywhere though?
Yeah, but I don't think that's like locationally based.
Well, LA's like where those people flock to.
I feel like money does that.
LA's like the little light to those mosquitoes that are like that. Yes, but I think that those people exist everywhere, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's why Instagram exists.
But maybe maybe where it's like more concentrated wealth, like I could see it. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, for sure.
What was the first time you felt like you needed to impress somebody?
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I don't even think I can remember that far back. Yeah.
Close your eyes and think.
Okay. I don't know. maybe. Oh, you know what? I like took piano lessons. And I like no pressure from my parents, and I like couldn't nail it, and I was just like I was like a little kid, and I just remember being like so disappointed in myself.
I'm gonna be a singer.
I think maybe I'm harder on myself. Than, my parents are not like, they're very like whatever makes you happy and real sweet. I think like sometimes I think there was like a point in time my mom would have wanted me to like join junior league and like be in a sorority and like marry a
Did you play
doctor.
Sports?
No. I did competitive ballroom dancing and golf.
Golf is a sport?
Yeah. I waved out. I was like, I can't do the team sports.
Golf is a sport, but I feel like ballroom dancing takes more athleticism.
Honestly, yeah. But I lost to like a 96-year-old woman named Frida.
What?
And I was just like, I'm done.
Damn, what do you...
dancing or golf?
Those are
dancing and dancing.
Those are two just individual sports. It's not team sports. So what do you like about individual sports?
I think I just like doing my own thing,
Alpha.
It's been good to be in the band because that's a cool dynamic. But other than that, like I'm not used to like the team dynamic. So this has been like really cool. I'm like, oh, I'm really close to these people, and like we're like all like chasing our dream together. That feels nice.
Do you think having like a long relationship too kind of fucked with that idea of self, like identity crisis?
It definitely like did some, but like that, like I learned a lot about myself too. Like you do, like being in any relationship, but especially like a long term when you can like really like dig in. As much as that relationship had like some fucked up things to it, and I wanted to leave, like I learned a lot about myself, and I grew a lot. But I think I already like had this whole like maybe I like being alone. I like hanging out by myself.
Were you trimming pot?
Yeah, we had trimmers.
So is it like Scarface where you're just like completely naked and you're trimming so they know you're not stealing anything?
Nope, it's nothing like that.
Oh, damn.
Andy wants to work there. Until he realizes
That's just cocaine, Andy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until he realizes he has to be. They don't care if you steal a little weed. Weed's so
that's
like
fine.
abundant.
That's fine.
I'm just like wondering how, because I want to talk about you going to the mental hospital because there must have been a few things that are adding up, triggering it.
I think so. Well, so I was put on like antidepressants when I was really little.
Yeah.
And I think because of the bullying, and then like I was getting like sad because I was like, oh, why don't I fit in? And then it was, like all my family is like doctors and pharmacists and stuff. And they were like, just, put her on some Prozac or whatever.
Put a pill in her.
Put a pill in her. And I think.
Yeah. Well, that was the 90s. That's what they did. That's what boomers did. They just gave us pills.
Yeah.
And they went to the whatever thing, their club or whatever.
Their
got
club?
drunk with their friends. Who knows?
Yeah, the country.
Boomers
club.
are very hands-off parents.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
That's why
They were.
That's
They
why
definitely
antidepressants.
Which I don't think is a terrible thing. But I mean, there's a balance.
They could have been.
Do you think
but then they were too hands-on too sometimes. Like
I think we're seeing the pendulum maybe
participation-
swing the other way.
for sure.
Yeah.
But do you think it's like that? Do you think that style of parenting switches every generation because their parents didn't want to be
Maybe.
weren't trying to parent their kids like their parents were parenting them? So
Their
maybe
parents
they're
were
like,
also very traumatized. The boomers'
because
parents
of the war,
World War II.
Yeah.
So you have to factor that in. Like mental health didn't exist in the 40s. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
definitely
So I think
not.
that it's like they were raised like not very well, and then they kind of carried that over and took it over. They're still doing it. You see it online. They're like taking out the way they were raised on their own kids.
Right.
Yeah.
But also they
yeah.
were too hands on, like the participation trophy thing. Like they invented participation trophies.
They did that?
Well, the kids don't give themselves
I
participation.
guess you're
trophies.
right. But I mean, when did that start?
Probably like when I was 10 or something. You know what I mean? When they're
Okay.
like, you were in the soccer this year.
Like, you deserve a star.
Yeah, but no one really deserves stars.
Do you think that's why we get bummed out when we don't fulfill our dreams?
Maybe. They didn't really have, boomers were smart enough not to really have dreams. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, like they're
Like, we're just working. Do you know
Yeah.
there's a generation called the silent
yeah,
generation?
Joe Biden's in it.
Well, yeah.
What is it?
It's like, what is it? It's
Like
before,
right
the
before
boomers.
It's from like 1928 to 1944 is the silent generation.
Damn, you just have that
And the
off
one
the dome?
I know a lot of dumb shit. And then
Okay.
like before that's
Trivia.
the golden generation.
Yeah.
So Joe Biden is the first non-boomer president we've had since Bill Clinton, and he's actually older than the boomers. That's what's funny.
That seems like...
Wow.
Isn't that fucked up?
Were you silent with your pain until like it exploded? Were you like imploding it?
Yeah, I'm like more implosive, and I like had like a whole like plan of how I could like make it work with like everyone's schedule, so
What?
that it wasn't like
Your suicide?
yeah,
Are you kidding,
Yeah.
Logan? You thought this out.
That
Yeah,
seems like
I really
something that
did.
I
Oh,
think that
man.
happens a lot. Like Because that's how suicidal people like are sort of empathetic, so they don't want to like.
Yeah, like
that's
you're
part of
like,
their thing is like they think the world doesn't want them
yeah,
around.
kind of
You were
coils.
that
So they don't want to
sad,
interrupt
dude?
lunch.
It was really sad. And honestly, I feel like I didn't really figure it out until like last
what?
year.
Hmm.
Where like
know
I'm like,
that.
oh, I don't feel this way anymore. And I mean, it helped getting off the antidepressants because I feel like being on a cocktail and like being that young, you're not being responsible with when to take it. And like,
How old were you?
I was like 19 the first time I went, and then I went again like a little after that. And I went to the place James Taylor wrote Fire and Rain.
Oh, it's like Girl Interrupted?
Yeah, kind of. And everything's like linoleum. And
yeah.
like
You have
my
chores.
parents like brought me cigarettes because it's the only time you can go outside is like if you smoke. And like, and everyone's like, some people are there because they're like there for like rehab or like they have like a drinking problem, but it's like a state funded whatever. And they have like a padded room.
That'd be fun.
And like you have to like stand in line and like it's like all the things that you see like with like the little plastic
Were
cups
you in the
with your-
padded room?
I was not in the padded room. I was in a room with like an older woman named Mary who was there for like alcoholism, and she was like, the first time's the scariest. And I was like, why am I here?
Oh, God.
What did I don't want to kill myself? I was just a little bit sad. Like I
Yeah.
got to get out of here.
I take it back.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I ever would have followed through with it. But
No.
Because what was contradicting to what you just said versus when you're like you always look for the depths of life. So when if you're always looking for the depths of life, then why did you want to end it?
well, I mean, I feel like the depth of life. I mean, like I think overall is like a philosophy. I really like to like feel like even like when Uzi died, like there was like something about it
Yeah.
that was like so like even though it was pain, it like felt this is my dog.
Oh, dog.
My dog. I know.
I thought
Big
you were-
part of the article.
I thought you were talking about
family.
She was like my, I had her 13 years.
I
She's
get it.
my
I
best
know.
friend.
I've had dogs die.
But there was like something about it that felt like so like tied, like joy and like grief are like so close together. And
Yeah,
like
they
there
are.
was like such a cool like even like crying. It just felt like that's what we came here to like feel the things, So I like came here to like go to the mental hospital and like see some weird shit and be in a reggae band and feel all these like have just weird
Were
experiences.
you a little dramatic about the suicide? Looking
No.
back, or did you really feel that way?
I think I believed that I felt that way, but I don't think I like could have followed through.
So the first time you went there, what were they teaching you?
Oh, they don't teach you. They basically just like
They just put you in a room, they
They level
ground
you
you.
out,
yeah,
man.
they just like put you
they
in
just
there.
kind of level you out, right?
They like you have like a couple therapy
Yeah.
sessions.
Chores.
Yeah.
They get you in a routine, right? It's
There's
kinda the
I
vibe.
was only there when you get Baker acted, they can hold you 72 hours.
Oh, you were
so
like
that time I was there 72 hours. Then the one I went to in like it was like in Boston or something.
So
Yeah.
why'd you go
That
back?
one was like a week because my mom. I still didn't feel like I had it figured out. I just had this like kind of like traumatic experience where they like put me on a gurney and like took me into the mental hospital, and which that felt
They
very
strapped
dramatic.
you in?
They like made me get in
Like
an
Hannibal Lecter?
ambulance.
Oh.
And like
What?
A
it was just
ambulance.
a ambulance.
Why did you like try to kill yourself?
No, I didn't. I told someone. I was really sad, and like somebody was like, "Hey, you seem really off," and I was like feeling guilty because I felt like I was like lying. And then and so also like if I told somebody, like of course you're not gonna follow through. So I told someone. They told my parents, and my parents like called our doctor at the time. We're like, "Oh, like where can we take Logan like right now?" They just were like panicked and frantic,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh, take her to the hospital."
Do you have siblings?
Yeah.
What are you, the oldest?
I have a little brother, and then I have three older halves. Or I had three older half siblings. Two of my brothers died, and I have like an older half sister, but she's
Did they have the sad
What's
gene
half?
too?
Yeah, I think we all kind of have a little bit of the sad gene.
Where do you think it comes from, your mom or your dad?
Well, it'd have to be whatever you share the parent with. If it's
Yeah, I think it could come from my dad, but like he's like a boomer.
dad, you share a dad.
Yeah, we share a dad. And he's like, he's not really one to like spend much time. He's like a badass.
He's
I
a
love
boomer.
him. But he's a boomer, and so he's not one to like talk about his feelings much. So maybe something
So
is there.
72 hours.
72 hours at that one. It's called Fair Oaks.
So were you able to sleep, or did you sleep a lot, or?
I don't know. I mean,
Tired or something?
you
I don't know. Like if
You
you're
sleep?
depressed, you're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sleeping.
Well, they don't want you like in your
Or you're sleeping
rooms, really.
constantly.
Oh, you're sleeping
So
constantly.
they like have to. They like they ask you to get out of your rooms and like so we like watching like VHS tapes.
Hell
and,
yeah.
and smoking cigarettes.
God, this sounds kind
and
of fun. I kind of want to.
Kind of sounds like summer camp.
Yeah.
And you're just
Like
in
adult
there
summer
with
camp.
like people who are in really odd places in their life. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, it's deeply sad, and But it's also sounds kind of nice.
Well, and like looking back, I'm like, oh, okay. Like I feel like that adds like depth of flavor.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
good.
yeah. I mean, no. I mean,
So what,
shit.
your parents are divorced?
No, my parents
you're
are together.
You're from the golden marriage.
I'm from the golden marriage.
You're the good marriage kid.
That's not a nice way to put it.
Well, my parents have had multiple steps. I'm not to say whatever I want about your hats. No, that's how it works. So your dad loves you more than he loves his other kids,
Oh my
right?
God, Nick. Oh my God.
They like the one with their, you know what I mean?
That's not. Allie,
That's how it works.
Dad loves us both the same.
Yeah, he does.
Can you prove that?
Oh my God, Logan. Okay, so
Yeah,
You
we're
gotta-
really all
do
over
you
the place
feel-
here. How's
I'm-
this going?
I'm
How are you
coming.
feeling about this?
it's coming.
It's coming?
Don't worry.
How are you feeling, Nick? You'll give me an honest answer.
I feel.
Yeah, you feel.
I think you're fun.
I think you're fun.
Okay, but I just want to get to the
Andy
trauma
doesn't like
stuff.
when people don't have trauma and like when they're not drug addicts. He's
I'm
like,
sorry. I know I'm no fun. I'm just real.
This is fun.
this is fun, but it's
This
kind of
is
fun to have
Sad
a
is fun.
kind
Sad
of
is
fun to have a
fun.
regular person
I'm
around.
not. I don't feel like sad is part of my brand, so this is interesting.
You're
too.
not sad at all to me.
I don't think
No,
I'm sad. Yeah.
ever since I've met you, you're like so happy. I don't know if you're like hiding the
I
sadness.
don't think you could be that.
No,
fake
I
it
think
that
so.
well.
I've gotten a lot better. Microdosing has helped a lot. That definitely has helped. And I just know myself better, so I think I am genuinely very happy. Yeah.
What was the
Most of the
most heartbreak you've ever had?
The most heartbreak I ever had.
She's too hot for that.
What's that?
Nothing.
You say I'm too high for
I
that?
said you're too hot for heartbreak.
Oh.
It's a joke.
That's awfully
try-
sweet
We
of you.
We think hot people don't get heartbreak.
Yeah, because they're the one breaking hearts.
Yeah.
Do you break hearts?
I don't know.
Have you ever broken a guy's heart? Have you ever had a stalker? Like someone
Yeah,
when you break
I've had
guys you broke up with and they kind of like follow
I've
you
had to like
around for
change my
months?
phone number. I've had like guys
What?
like
Here we go.
show up at my house.
Let's
and,
go.
Like,
Now
I
we're
knew
cooking.
that was going to be a
Now
thing.
we're
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll
Give me
get us.
what
there. Don't
happened?
worry, Andy. I'll get us.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
lead me.
So was it like a guy you dumped and then he's like, I need you, and he comes to your
Yeah,
work?
I like almost had to have a restraining order on him, and that was really bad. That was in like in high school, and then I had like
high school kind of doesn't count. Guys are a little crazy.
a little
then.
unhinged.
She's always been hot.
Hormones.
I
You've always
see.
been hot. Yeah. But like hormones.
Hormones. You can't be held
Yeah.
responsible.
He probably wouldn't have done anything too
No.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
then when I broke up with the guy I was with for like 10 years, everything's cool with us now, but it was
Yeah.
definitely not at the time.
Really?
And he was like, yeah, it was really wild. It was,
Would he follow you around?
he would like follow me around. He like showed up. God.
That sucks when you're in a band because
Just
they know
say
they know where you're gonna be all the time.
No, he was like showing up at my work and like crying at my work.
Oh my
You
god!
know,
Don't
it's
people
not-
realize
not a
how
good
it's so-
situation.
you see men doing that way more than women.
Oh,
I think.
yeah, I think so.
And it's so weird because there's all this whole notion that women are so much more emotional than men, but every time something bad happens to a dude, they fucking do shit like that.
I know.
Right.
It's like I feel like they have a free pass. They're like, now I can like unleash all of my sad emotions I've
Yeah,
bottled
but
up.
it's like
like
now you
at
just
this
embarrassed
person.
yourself.
Yeah,
I've had some guy friends do some really embarrassing shit in the past.
yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
It's all
yeah.
over women too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it gives them artistic license to just be.
Yeah,
A
men
basket
get
case.
really lonely.
Do you get weird?
Yes.
Yeah, you get weird.
What?
You never gone psycho on a chick.
Have you
have
ever
Oh
gotten
no,
like?
I didn't understand.
I'm probably the best person ever to break up with. It's
Yeah?
amazing. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
No,
people-
I don't get weird.
Women used to love breaking up with me.
But I also leave before they break up with me.
That's a good plan.
It's not.
You have to date someone for more than 6 hours to get your heart broken.
Bravo, Andy.
He's had relationships that are shorter than Oppenheimer.
Wow, what a great
This
one.
is a big part of this, huh? You guys like adjusting the stands.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's going. Oh, I thought you went handheld for a minute.
I like to do that
Yeah,
sometimes.
freestyling.
Damn. See, that's the thing with girls, especially in the music scene. Like, you probably have to deal with stalkers
Oh my
and all
God.
these
She
fucking
was-
creepy ass dudes.
I was
dude.
reading text of hers
They
earlier
were
to their
fun.
Google.
We're showing him some texts.
What?
Yeah.
Like what?
It's like I waking up and text her every morning, hey, my sweet darling, your voice is,
We have like
being
a
real
a
creep.
Google Voice number, and so like, and you know, I'm not always great about like responding to it, but we get some real good ones.
You
No
got
responses. Just like
hold on.
great
hold on.
text from Miles.
Oh my God, these creeps are just calling
Dude,
your.
he wasn't even getting that
He's
sexual.
texting. Yeah, and honestly, like
It was,
some
like,
of it was
romantic,
like
which is
sweet, but I
creepier.
was like, oh, like, you know.
Dude, I feel like being romantic is creepier than
He
just
said,
being gross and
"Tell me what
horny.
you think this means." He said, "For you, the world will burn."
Is that good?
That's what he said, right? That's we can't
Is
figure
he
it
like
out.
trying to be like poetic?
Yes.
I think
He's like
so.
trying to be like a romantic, poetic guy, which I swear to God, It's creepier than just sending a dick pic, I think.
I agree. I do.
I
agree.
can be like, all right, super horny. I get that. Being
Yeah.
like that's like what you're just. Like,
I can
that
understand
desperate?
what that is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
But you know
know
what? It's nice. Nobody ever talks to me that way. So I was like, thanks, man.
Yeah, but it's also weird.
No, it is. It's very
It's not that nice, actually.
For the guy who's
okay.
probably listening to this podcast, you're probably
definitely
listening to this voicemail.
Keep it up.
He doesn't
apparently.
know.
Keep it up. Kill
Yeah,
it.
she likes it, I
He's
guess.
not tethered to this
What?
reality. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like something's.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you know.
Like,
Why
does
does
he
every
think you're
female
his
artist I know
soulmate?
I don't
Do you
know.
get a lot of those?
No, I think for the most part everybody's pretty cool. I was telling Emily downstairs, like, nobody ever sends me dick pics, like, and it's
Yeah.
not that I want dick pics, but it's like it would be nice for someone to want to send me those. Because sometimes I
can
feel
send you a dick pic.
sometimes I just feel left. I feel left out because I have girlfriends who are like, "Oh my god, I get so many dick pics." I'm like, nobody ever sends me dick. What am I
Do you
doing
think
wrong?
you're being too much of a bro?
Yeah, I do.
Broken?
I do think so.
Is it weird that your name is sort of like a very
Broken?
Seems like you're seems like you're a guy in a
No,
like you kind of have a reggae. You kind of have a reggae guy name.
I do. I was born for this. I was born
Like,
for
oh,
it.
Logan's sick. You know what I mean? It's like
Tight.
they think you're like on a longboard.
Yeah.
Do they have handshakes with you and shit?
Well, I've been coming up against this a lot recently. I'm not hip with it.
Yeah,
Like
I can tell
Stroll
you're
was
not.
giving me a really hard time, and he was like, "You're gonna have to get this down." Like I saw like
You don't have
all
to
of
do
his faith
shit.
in me just like disappear
You
when
don't
I
have
like
to get shit down.
I can't
They
do
need
it.
to come to you. They're all
Just, like,
dorks.
I'm a hugger, shake
Yeah.
a hand, and a firm
You're-
handshake.
Just don't
Don't worry about me.
take lessons on being cool and 45-year-old guys in long cargo shorts.
Okay, chill.
we love you. We love you, Adam Stroll.
Oh, I like Adam Stroll. He's not.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll never see him in long cargo shorts.
Hold on.
Yeah. Stroll rules.
This is all making sense.
What's
also
making
not
sense?
It's like you were super hot and
Thank you.
super tight.
Thank you.
Maybe how you approach yourself on social media is broy.
It is?
What
I don't know.
I think that's better. I'm not trying to be like, I'm
think
not
you're
like
more artsy.
I'm not a thirsty kind of.
Yeah.
You're always throwing the
You know.
vinyl on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I
think
love
you're
that.
thirsty.
Yeah.
You're
thanks.
not thirsty.
I
You're the
try
least
not to
thirsty
be.
of the three of us, probably.
Damn.
online.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why we've gotten to the bottom of the dick pics. That's why I'm too bro.
You
aren't
are dick
any.
pics.
I'm
We'll
too
send you
bro.
dick pics.
No, I'm all set.
Dick Nixon, Dick
all
Clark.
set.
Yo, Google, I guess
Dick
their
Tracy.
Google, the Artikal Sound System Google phone page also
Do
sends
not
text
send
messages.
This is
your-
Do
actually
not
horrible.
send
It's actually a
Please do
crime.
not.
Don't
Yeah,
send
it's
her dick
actually-
pics. That is a crime.
It is a crime.
Thank you.
I think guys are starting to realize that and they're not doing it as much. There
I
was a
think
while
that's
there.
good. I think the women are wilder. I think the women are sending
but
like you
that's-
probably get crazy stuff.
I've gotten some
Just
crazy stuff.
push-ups.
It's different. I don't know.
I had this girl message me last night after the Red Rock show. Please let me sit on your face.
And then even that seems kind of tame.
And
but,
it showed her vagina from
Oh.
sitting.
Wait, nothing on it?
well, that it really
Like naked?
Like
sends
she's
it
sitting,
home.
like she's urinating.
Naked?
Yes.
Like she's urinating.
Or
And
like
how,
she's,
did,
like,
how did you
cropping.
feel? Did that do?
How
do
does
you
anyone
feel
think
about
that would work?
I don't know because my manager is in my Instagram posting. So they get all these messages too. So I can't be just like flirting. You know, I'm like, ooh, baby, baby.
Why would you send that thinking this will work?
I don't know. Because
Would that work if they're not
I mean,
in there?
The human psyche is...
depends how much cocaine I've had in me, to
I
be
guess
honest.
so. That's a fair
I get
answer.
horny.
Yeah,
And sometimes
Yeah,
I'll
but-
start sexting.
that's okay. Like that's good.
And it's
Cocaine
not
and-
good. Because I wake up, I'm like, oh.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Heroin.
So you say, talk about the reggae scene. You say that you're like the outlaw. You're not like the bubbly.
Aw.
Why do you
I
say
think,
that?
Well, I think like some of our our lyrical content is like not as like I mean like everything in a lot of the reggae stuff is like everything's good vibes and like you know what I mean?
And you're like, you're an asshole.
Yeah, and I'm like, you broke my
You
fucking
fucking
heart. Like,
cocksucker.
yeah, it's-
Are men scared of you?
I don't think so. I think I'm like a pretty like warm and friendly person.
Do girls in the scene like you? Are you intimidating
girls
to
in the-
girls?
I think I actually feel like I didn't have like a lot of women friends until I like started making music, and now like I've made like so many like all the women like who work in the industry. I'm not. I guess like LJ from this band Bikini Trail.
Yeah, you love her.
I love
She's
her.
awesome.
She's.
Are you guys the
badass.
only two women in reggae?
No.
There's a lot.
There's a
Oh,
lot.
there is?
Yeah. But she's the one who I've spent the most time with, and I just feel like the most kindred to her.
Hmm.
And it feels like we're like real friends, not just like circumstantially.
Do you feel like you have to work harder because you're a woman?
I I guess I could look at it that way, but I don't. I
mean, she's a singer though.
I don't
so
think
that
I
balances
do.
out. That balances that out.
There's just as many like perks to being a woman.
Yeah.
I mean,
What about like, you're not like in a really big band yet, so you have to share a bed and share a room with 5 dudes. Does it ever smell?
yeah, but I smell too. I mean, Nick can probably tell you right now.
You never smelled.
You don't think I ever smell?
Nope.
Dang, that's nice.
You ever like see one of your guys just take a massive shit?
We have a policy in the hotel room. You have to poop in the lobby.
Cool.
Because there's just too many. You can't run a train on one toilet with 5 of you in there, and it's just so. No, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I know when they're jerking off and stuff, and but we're pretty good. We get. They're
Have
like
you ever
very,
caught him jerking off?
No, I
She keeps
haven't.
trying and she can't.
I keep. God, yeah. I'm just not quick
You
enough.
wish? You want to see him once?
No,
just
no,
Wank one
I
out.
could see Andy doing that.
No.
My
What are you
guys
guys doing in here? Oh,
My guys haven't caught me beat off yet.
how?
I have no
constantly
idea. I
beating
am
off.
so quick.
That's
You said
bad.
that was so much pride.
That's bad. You can get erectile.
Yeah, you're like, I would.
You can
blow
develop
your
erectile
mind how
dysfunction
fast
doing
I
that.
am.
Because your body gets used to coming really fast without getting like all the way hard and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's good to like breathe through it.
Oh,
and
that's why I
edge a
don't
little
last
bit.
long. Sex.
Maybe you don't last long. You don't last long?
Not really.
That's the thing with masturbating too much.
Oh fuck.
Like your body just gets, it's like, okay, we got to get this over with.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Also,
Anyway,
you might
back
get
to you,
might get
Logan.
erectile
Back to me.
dysfunction doing that.
Really? Well, I just have to do it really
I can't
quickly in
believe
the bathroom.
I honestly can't
That's because
believe.
you've been touring too long. You haven't had any privacy
No.
for like 20 years.
No.
I honestly
Yeah.
can't believe you can get a full erection. Like,
I honestly can't believe that this is another episode of your podcast. You're talking about jerking off in the bathroom.
We might just make this a Nick and Andy episode and then with Logan on it. We really haven't asked you shit about
No,
yourself.
I
We're
no,
just
yeah,
talking-
we asked her a bunch of things.
Just let me be.
She just
like,
being
make
too
it
close
a
to the
Nick and
chest.
Andy one. And
No.
No, this is your prime
You're talking
time.
about your mental health stuff. And
Okay.
then you won't tell
Let's
us
go
anything.
back to Boston when you went back.
Boston.
When you went back
it really
to
just isn't like that
therapy.
exciting.
You're just like pretending you're not interesting. It's
Do you think I'm pretending to not?
Yeah.
Am I not being
everybody's
interesting?
Yes.
Okay,
You're pretending.
I'm pretending.
Life's hard.
Yeah, but it's also nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like being in a band?
Pretty good attitude, actually.
I love being in a band. It's my favorite thing.
Who's your favorite bandmate?
It really rotates.
If you had to fire one tomorrow, who would you pick?
Oh my God, that's tough.
You have to. For the world will end. Who do you pick? And why?
I'm probably picking Adam because his cymbals bleed into my mic so much it really upsets me.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, I don't want to play darker cymbals and I don't want to play with like less volume.
Damn.
So that upsets me. I love you, Adam, but
Who writes like a lot of the music in the band? Like who's the musical producer side of it?
I write like the lyrics and like that
Singer
for the
stuff.
most part. And then Chris, our guitarist, he like kind of is
So we
like
can't fire him.
we can't fire him. And
hire.
he's my landlord. I live in his backyard.
What?
Yeah.
You live in his backyard?
Yeah, he and his wife have
Pretty
like a
badass.
really cute like mother-in-law cottage and I
Oh,
live back
I
there.
thought you meant like you're camping out.
I know. Everyone says, am I saying it wrong? Everyone always thinks that when I'm like, I live in his
Mother-in-law
backyard.
suite.
Mother-in-law suite.
I've heard that.
But
yeah.
it's like its own house.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Rich or something?
No, but he got, I mean, they used to own a music school. They were doing all right.
Sounds like he's kind of rich to me.
He's not.
Everyone's like
He's
low
not.
key rich. They're always like quiet about their money in
I'm
Florida.
not rich.
They're
I
like,
just have
"Don't
a
say
house.
anything."
I've been very honest about like growing up with more than I needed. I feel like.
So tell me about. I got a lot of things I want to say, but I don't know if I can say it.
We're
publicly.
really all over the place here.
Why? You can just edit
That's
it out.
what this podcast
Yeah,
is.
you could edit it out, and you would because you care about me.
Yeah. You got any beef with any bands?
Who's your least favorite band?
Who's your least favorite
Oh,
band?
don't do this.
Why? It's fun.
Is
We'll
it
bleep
fun?
out the name.
No, you won't.
We will.
My least favorite band.
Just don't say it multiple times, just so I.
So it's
gonna be
easy on
harder, Yeah, to edit.
My least favorite band. I feel like it should come right to. I feel like I'm working with a filter right now because I'm protecting myself.
Fucking
No,
Switzerland
I
over
know.
here.
What are you
I'm trying
running
to be
for
nice.
What are you
office?
running? Yo, who are you scared of?
Who's
Who-
your manager?
I'm
Is there
not
like
a
a
big enough
reggae
fan to burn
Illuminati?
any bridges.
Is there
Yeah,
a reggae
but-
Illuminati?
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
Who
there
is
is?
it?
No, there's not.
Oh.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Who
It's
is
definitely
it?
all white
It's-
guys.
Who is it?
I can't say. Will you bleep it out? No, I can't.
I'll bleep it out.
I can't.
Who is it? What's the pecking order for reggae?
Who's the biggest? Yeah.
The pecking order for reggae, I guess like it's probably like Stick Figures up there at the top with Slightly Stupid and Revolution and Dirty Heads. Those are like
So
the big
no
four.
black guys.
Those are the big four guys. No.
No black
I
guys.
know. It's like a different scene. We just went out
I
with
know.
Stephen Marley, and it was a really cool because it was a different audience and
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, this music is really awesome.
So
That's how you do it.
So do each reggae band have like their
What, they gonna
cult of
fire me?
bands that play with them all the time?
Yeah, everybody's got like their little
Cliques?
Yeah, their little cliques. Yeah.
What clique are you in?
I don't know. I would say I feel like we're friends with Little Stranger, and I really liked me
Yeah,
and
'cause
Denim.
they're definitely a reggae band. Yeah.
Well, they're in the thing. I've already heard you guys have this conversation.
Are they
saying it.
reggae?
They got a bubble under some stuff.
Dude, just say they're reggae. God damn
you
it. We
guys
need
are
a
all
soundbite.
fucking socialists in this fucking scene, dude.
I hate reggae people now. They won't even. You guys are too nice to each other.
Everyone's so nice, but it's like
How
passive
long have you been
aggressive.
doing
Every
this?
jam band
How
hates
long have you been
everybody.
doing this podcast?
I don't know, 30
How-
years?
When
feels
did you
like-
start filming and recording it?
A year and a half.
A year and a half ago. You started the podcast a year and a half ago.
Well,
No, we
on
started
video.
it 4 years ago, but
4 years
when
ago.
I met my boyfriend. it
And
a
And was
year
your
and 2 years
band in a
ago.
better position to just shit talk everybody and still get on?
My manager
things?
hates when I shit talk, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure.
managers
we're not
are,
shit talking.
managers are dorks. They don't know. They don't know that shit talking is actually good. When has a beef ever hurt anyone?
A beef has never hurt anybody.
It's called marketing.
I guess it's called marketing. Yeah.
Just lie.
Just
Just
lie.
lie.
Just be. We'll bleep it out. Who do you like? Who do you
Stick
not
Figure
like?
seems nice. They have dogs. I'm into that.
Yeah, they're cool. They've been nice to us. His whole team is nice.
Have you played with him?
Yeah, we've played with him.
Is there a rule that you have to be from San Diego to play in those scenes, in those festivals?
Well,
and
I'm
stuff?
from Florida, so we're the outlier.
know, so
but
how
yeah,
did you-
everybody else.
How'd you break in from not
Give us
being-
a good San Diego.
How did
Do
you?
it. I can tell you're itching too.
How did you break into the scene? How did you break into the scene not being from San Diego, California?
It was tough.
Ocean Beach,
No,
California.
Florida, San Diego,
Yeah,
tomato,
it's like-
tomato.
Yeah, I know. It's not like you're from like Vermont.
What were the reggae bands in Florida?
What were they?
Yeah,
where are
what
Is there
were
a big
they?
one?
they? There's this band Cashed Out, and those guys are killing it. And I'm trying to think who else is from Florida that's like
Tom Petty's
really
reggae album.
Tom Petty. Yeah, his reggae album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't stop now. What?
What? Huh? Cashed Out is killing it. We have good friends in this band called the Resolvers. Those guys are some of my favorites.
That's cool.
There's a girl Sierra Lane,
Oh yeah,
and she's young and she's
She's
like
reggae?
yeah, she's reggae. It's
never
cool.
heard her music.
Yeah, it's cool. She has like a really awesome voice, and she plays guitar too, which is nice. Yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
So there's no reggae band you don't like. You just like
no.
everybody.
No,
everything's
you love
cool.
everybody.
And we just love everybody.
You love everybody.
God, your scene sounds terrible.
I just I keep it in the band.
You're
you know?
supposed to be
It's a
our
little hate
recon
cabin
of
in
the
there.
scene.
I've never
I'm
even.
not here on camera.
Do they have reggae? I've never even seen a reggae joke
Logan.
meme about a reggae band.
I've never seen any memes.
Do you guys
about
do
reggae
anything
bands.
fun or interesting, or you just like?
No, they're all pretty nice. We had this thing that we were doing for a while called
No, they're all pretty nice. No one's. It's funny. You're just like, no,
do
we're not funny. We're not
reggae
fun.
dongs was this thing that we wanted to do.
What?
Where I was for a while I was into shitty Photoshop, and I was just taking all of these
The best
photos
show in
of
Photoshop.
people and just put in dildos where the microphones were. And I wanted to have a page where I just
That's pretty funny.
anonymously did reggae dongs.
Why don't you do that? That's not even that
I don't
mean.
know if
That's
they.
your idea of
But I
being
don't
mean?
think that it's not mean. It's just
In
like
the jam bands, people make memes
But
like,
I
look
don't
how
think they
fat
can
this drug
take it.
addict is. Look at this fat drug addict. That's how the jam band scene memes are. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it's
Look
mean.
at this fat fucking heroin addict. What a fucking loser.
Are you in the jam scene?
Sure.
There's this page called "My Drug Band's Better Than Your Drug Band," and they
Okay.
rip on all of us.
It's fun though.
It's
that
fun.
seems fun. But
Why
it's
can't the reggae people do that?
I don't know. They seem.
Is no one interesting enough to be made fun of?
Maybe I don't know. Everybody seems really nice. Everybody seems really nice.
Bunch of Padres fans.
Maybe I just don't know them very well.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And Tony's win.
We are not going to be able to record this.
Why?
That's
This is
fine.
This is great. No, we're putting
No, I
it
think,
Yeah, they're all
it's,
from
I think
San
it's
Diego,
going
but-
boring.
That's not even mean.
It's not
It's
going
just-
boring.
It's going boring.
It's not going
It's
boring.
because I know you and I'm high.
No, it's
and I'm
because you're
just
too
not
scared.
being like
You're
on.
scared.
You're just scared.
I am
You're
scared.
scared to get in
I
trouble.
don't like being on camera,
Yeah, but-
and I don't
Well,
like
get used
shit
to it.
talking on camera.
You're the front.
I know. I don't have front woman energy.
But
Yes,
you
you do
wrote
on
a
stage, you
song
do.
that you
Thanks.
named your boyfriend an asshole.
yeah,
So who are the other assholes in the scene?
Come on.
assholes in the scene.
Give me some dirt.
Pretend you're a Dodgers fan.
Pretend I'm a Dodgers.
And
I
you
don't.
hate Padres fans. And you want
I don't know sports. This is
Dodgers and Padres hate each other. It's another San Diego joke.
get on something else. You're not squeezing this out of me.
Apparently not.
Yeah, we're just getting.
How does it feel to lose band members?
To lose band members.
Have you ever lost a band member?
At the mall, like they wander off. You're like,
No, I haven't ever lost a band member.
I went to the fountain.
You guys have been in the same band? Wow.
Yeah, I mean I'm the newest member of the band.
Have you ever kissed anybody in the band?
Yeah, I have.
She dated one of
I
them.
dated one of them.
Full dated?
Full
You
dated.
had sex and
Cope.
everything?
Yeah.
What's that like? What was that like dating a band
I've never
member?
like said that out loud really.
You had
But
full sex?
full sex, full relationship. Yeah.
Tell me about
It's like a
that.
high school we're talking about. You guys had full sex?
Home base or home.
No one knows that
Home
you
run.
and Cope were fucking?
No, I mean I don't think so. We tried to keep that like very, you know.
You should get your
private.
feet down. Don't give that away for free. It's
Is
worth a
this
lot of
in
money.
the shot?
Yeah. Those are worth
Don't-
money. We're
that's
trying to
shit. Blur that
I told
out.
her
Blur
I
it
will
out.
blur it out.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
OnlyFans. We're trying to get her on OnlyFans. Just feet. Let's make her some money.
You do have some dainty
Anything.
feet.
You got good
Don't
feet.
look at him.
I'm not using them.
Don't look at him.
Go back to the
I'm trying to keep
dating.
them off camera.
How hard was it dating someone you're working with?
I mean, there are sometimes where it's really awesome, right? Because you have like these like big moments of elation and like winning, and you're like doing this thing together. But I mean, it's also just tough. And we also were trying to like keep it quiet. So then like people are like hitting on you at the merch table, and like
God.
your bandmate is like fuming off in the corner,
Just watching it.
which I can understand.
I mean,
It's
you're
like I
hot.
like couldn't like claim him in front of anyone.
But
so,
Cope
like,
was hot too.
yeah, Kobe's hot.
Yeah.
How's
He's
the
still
breakup? How'd that go with him being in the band?
It was like really hairy,
Hot. Oh yeah.
you know, because it's like hard to like create any space and like not be around each other, and then you're like getting drunk and playing shows and
Yeah.
So
You
you
don't
still hooked
really.
up.
You don't
Yeah.
really mend. You just like pretend like it didn't
So
happen.
is it still there a
and then
little
your
bit?
bandmates are no, it was there for a long time. It really was there for a long time. Now it feels like finally like this last tour we were on, it really felt like we were like just, and I was like, you know what, look, we're bickering like exes should do.
Yeah.
Like this is really done, and
This should have been done a year ago.
it should have been a longer than
You're
that.
still hooking up on the road
Yeah.
sometimes when you were lonely?
Like I guess it's like kind of hard to hook up on the road, but yeah, sometimes.
Not that hard. I guess when you're not making enough money.
Yeah,
it is.
you're like all sharing a room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also like goes back to that point. Like you don't want to just hook up with everyone. It's got to be the right person.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
I'm saying it's been someone that you already hooked up with. It's easier.
Yeah, but he's super cool, and like he and I now have like a
Finally,
very
something
interesting relationship because like he was there through like he's just been there for
Did
me.
you know
through a
before you were in
bunch.
the band, or did you meet through the band?
We met through the band,
Ooh, Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. I know, and I
you
like
met through the band.
we met through the band, and I really didn't think I was going to be in the band very long. I was like, I broke up with that guy that I've been with for 10 years. Like a week later, I hooked up with Cope because I was like, I just joined this band, and he's like hot, and I'm probably going to like move away and not do this anymore.
Wow.
And then
Where were you going to move? San Diego? or something?
Asheville, yeah, probably San Diego, something like that. No, I wasn't in a reggae yet, so I had to move. Yeah, and so I didn't think it was gonna be a thing, or that like he was gonna want to have it continue. I was like, this could just be like casual. But if I can give you any advice, don't hook up with your bandmates.
I'm
I had a
solo
wonderful
artist.
time.
What about musicians? Would you fall in love with a musician?
Yeah,
Like a sax
Yes,
player,
definitely.
maybe? It's like 10 years older than you.
Like a sax player?
I met your girlfriend
Oh,
last
yeah.
night.
Doesn't mean you can't fall in love with me.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
I didn't say I have to fall in love back.
Yeah, I think I can't help it. Like the musician thing is I mean, that's the most attractive thing to me.
You love it.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, you did meet my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Two musicians just doing their art.
Yeah, I mean that's like very hot to me, right?
How hard is it to do art? Like write lyrics
Do
and like
art.
talk about
To
your
do
life.
art?
You know, you're a lyricist, so how hard is it to like say how you really feel?
I mean, I think it's like it's getting easier as I'm getting to know myself. It's getting easier. I'm like, I feel like I'm clawing to like be more vulnerable and like be like, and have it be more scary. But so far, it's felt like easy and like you're expressing yourself. So
You can make a record for millions of people, but you can't be honest on a podcast.
I don't like being on. It's like it feels different. It just doesn't.
You're
feel
not.
the
They're
same.
all off. The cameras are off.
Okay, good.
They're off.
That
yeah.
makes me feel.
We
better.
turned them off like 10 minutes
That's
in. We're
good.
like, gosh, she's not going
You're
to
like, we're not even gonna air this.
Doesn't say anything.
I'm sorry. I'm not giving you what
Do
you
you have
want.
does your band have a manager? Mm-hmm. Where do they live?
She's with the Don.
I'm with John Phillips,
the Don of the reggae
Oh,
scene.
sick.
and so he's out in LA.
Yeah.
Or is he in Orange County?
He's probably
I think it's in LA.
I should
south of
know. It's
LA,
all the
maybe a
same.
little.
Hermosa,
to
I
me.
think.
Maybe a little
Okay.
south of LA. He's
I do
the
like
man,
I
though?
do like the reggae
He's
community.
awesome.
He's like the Scooter Braun of reggae.
He's a Scooter Brown of reggae.
He's the coolest. He's awesome.
Like who else does he manage? Revolution, all them.
he
No,
was the first manager for Sublime.
Yeah, he was. He
Oh,
like
shit,
kind of
it's
like
like
made
that.
Sublime happen. He does Slightly Stupid, Stephen Marley.
Do you think your scene would exist if there was never a Sublime? I'm not trying to be funny.
No, I don't. I
Yeah,
don't think
okay,
so.
I'm just wondering,
Yeah,
like,
they're like the guys. You know,
That's like.
Do you
where it
think
came from.
Sublime started the reggae? The
That
white
reggae
reggae
scene?
scene?
that
yeah,
branch of
who
it.
else would it be?
The sort of ska mixed with reggae, mixed with punk, white people, beach.
Elvis Costello.
What?
Elvis Costello?
Isn't
I
he
felt like
a
you played
indie-
like ska reggae, like
I don't
back in
think.
the day.
That seems like the Police maybe a little bit did.
Yeah.
A little.
Oh, maybe the Police.
But they didn't like make the scene. They like, you know.
I feel like Sublime sort of like, right?
Yeah, they definitely made the
Everybody's
scene.
kind of like got Sublime in them a little.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's
it's
the Grateful Dead with the jam band scene.
Yeah.
or Nirvana with the rock scene.
Grunge, yeah.
Yeah.
Grunge.
grunge. That's harder.
Or like
It's a wider.
James Brown, funk.
Do you feel like you're pigeonholed in the reggae scene and you want to do more than that?
I hope not, because we've only we have an EP and an album out, and like I feel like relatively speaking, we're pretty green.
Yeah.
And so
you can do whatever you want.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And I think that we just should, and then hopefully people just like it. But I'm feeling more inspired by like the like alternative rock kind of thing right
I
now.
fucking hate genres. Putting someone in
I don't think,
a genre.
I don't think like a genre is important.
It's a marketing tool.
Yeah, I don't think it's as important anymore. I think a scene is like a different thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like how Little Stranger is like kind of being like propelled by the reggae scene. even
Right,
though
'cause they're a
like
reggae
not
band.
really. But it's really important to have a scene. It's like really important to
Yeah.
have some context to come up in.
Yeah.
So
Who
I'm
are
very
your-
grateful for the
When
scene that we're in.
genres do exist though. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like people hate them, but like the Strokes are different than Revolution. I mean, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You can't just be like they're both rock bands.
We came here to make generalizations, you said.
Yeah,
and that's
but-
what we're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Little Stranger is a reggae band.
They're a reggae band.
Don't say that. They hate that. They hate.
That's
when I
why
say
I'm
that.
saying
And we
it.
love those boys.
That's literally why I'm saying it.
Do you like when people call you a reggae band?
I guess I don't know what else they would call us.
I think
That's
Little
fine.
Stranger's more reggae than you guys.
I think so too. I would
Like
say
their
that.
vibe and shit. To me, you're more of like a pop punk.
Kevin's gonna drown you in your sleep, dude.
It would be an honor. We love
I'll give
you,
him my
Kevin.
address. If you don't want to be called a reggae band, quit making reggae music.
Who are your idols?
Who are my idols? I love Debbie Harry.
The first rapper.
Yeah.
White people love to say
Yeah,
that about
Atomic.
Debbie Harry. Yeah.
Yeah. Debbie Harry. I love her. And I
They
love
do.
Patsy Cline.
Oh hell yeah, she died in a plane crash, right?
Did she?
Yeah, didn't
I
she?
guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something tragic, I
Yeah.
thought. And then lately, I like never did the pop punk thing, and I was never like a Paramore fan. But
love
then
her.
I just did like a song for that Pop Punkos reggae project. I had to do Misery Business. I like covered the song, and I've been like watching her perform. I'm like in love with
You
her.
guys should open for
I'm
them. That'd be
obsessed
good.
with her.
She is just
Haley
so
Williams.
like enchanting, right? She's like so charming
And
on
good.
stage. Yeah. Oh, like
She's one of the most charming people in music.
Yeah.
right now.
she's phenomenal. I
She's
can't
the
get over
best.
her. So yeah, that's
You
who,
guys
like
be a good
right
opening
now.
band for them. I feel.
Thank you. Hopefully she would hear that one day.
Haley. She
Haley.
watches every week.
She
Every
watches,
week, yeah.
She's
She
a
only
big
watches
fan.
if I'm
She
on.
tunes in.
Wow,
cute.
Logan, we're gonna have to do part 2.
Brogan.
Are we?
Brogan.
What's your
Brogan.
middle name? Stegosaurus.
Little John.
Little
But you
John.
see my little
Little John's your actual middle
Yeah.
name. That's kind
She
of
was
cool.
born to be a rock star.
What's why is it Little
But I
John?
come here with none
I
of
love
the energy.
this woman.
I love
were
you,
kind of-
Andy.
I
you
really
were-
do.
I
You
really
were kind
love
of
you.
born to be a rock star, huh?
You were.
Thanks.
What's Little John? I need to know about that.
It's my mom's maiden name. It's like Scottish.
Okay, yeah.
But it's so funny because like your parents didn't want you to be a rock star. They want you to go to
No,
school.
they're really they're very good about it now.
But no, before.
before, yeah.
Why? Why do you think it was? Because just a money thing? That you
No,
didn't
I think
you're-
they just like it wasn't even. I don't even know if I was like expressing enough interest in it because like I didn't ever like sing in front of my parents or like I
Oh,
just
it's like all of a sudden you were like, hey, it's like somebody joining the Navy.
kind of yeah.
Like, hey, I'm a singer now.
Yeah, and they were like, really? Okay.
I went down to the strip mall and signed up to be a singer.
Yeah, because I wasn't like a like singer kid growing up. I wasn't
Right.
like I just like to like bang around on my guitar and
Right.
Yeah. You play guitar.
yeah, poorly, but yes,
No, you're a really good guitar player.
yeah.
I think you're a good songwriter.
Andy, that's
I really
so
do. I
nice
think
of
that's just
you.
why it's like I'm treading lightly on this. I like this to be more light because I do. I admire you and I appreciate you and you inspire me.
Andy, that's such a nice thing to say.
Even though you don't talk shit about nobody, I don't. It's kind of sus, right, Nick?
I don't
He's
like
even
that.
Look at him
texting. He's like,
texting.
You
He's
just-
been on
sorry.
the fucking phone the whole time.
It's about money. So
yeah, you gotta,
someone's
That's
making sure I
it's a
got
little
paid.
more important. You know?
Well, I
Jason
really-
Hands
I
making
really
sure.
admire you.
Jason
I
Hands
love
was
it.
making sure I got paid for our gig, and I did.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I stay paid, man.
I'll stay paid.
I have very low expenses. You should try.
Are you looking for a sax player?
They can't afford me. I've heard their hotel situation.
Yeah,
I already did that.
we can't afford. We don't have a bass player.
I was in 2 bands like that. You don't have a bass player?
On the next round, no.
Why don't you
We
just?
don't.
Do you play on tracks?
We do. So
Just put it in the track.
That's what we did. Yeah.
You don't have a
But
bass
it feels
player?
lame. No, for the next run because Fabian's having a baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
His
how does it
wife's having
feel
baby
to like
lights.
have
I
someone
know we were
miss
like,
time?
this ain't Europe, Fabian. Like,
Yeah.
get back in the fucking van. But
You're not taking a year off, Fabian.
We
the
don't have
for your
problem
baby.
is that like the rest of us like all need this to eat.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't pay. But Fabian has like another job, and he like
What's he do?
he's like a tech dude. He
He drives a Porsche.
don't blow his spot up like
That's
that.
what
You
we
drive
do.
a fucking Porsche.
Yeah, but it was my dad's.
Okay, all right. No, Fabian has like a big Porsche.
He has a Porsche.
A Porsche.
Andy has a Porsche.
Shit, have you told your story about why you kept it?
The
That you
brakes go
told us
out,
last
it's total,
night?
but yeah.
I haven't. The reason, have I told you this?
What?
The reason why I kept the Porsche?
What do you mean?
And it's behind
Like
his
the
cream
reason-
pie fetish.
I have a cream pie fetish.
And this is why it all clicked together for me last night. I was
You mean
like,
you like coming in
all
girls?
right.
That's not a fetish. That's like biologically what you're supposed to do.
No.
you guys
but-
have had this exact conversation.
We
So,
have.
like,
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
your body trying
I
to...
kept my dad's car because I had sex with a pregnant woman in it, and it reminded me of that she was a sweet girl, but she was 9 months pregnant, 8 months pregnant, and we fucked in the back of my dad's.
he spoke really
Porsche.
highly of her.
And
It
she was
sounded
really
like it was
sweet.
actually a sweet thing.
Yeah, I liked her.
Yeah,
and we were still friends.
I'm sure you liked her.
I still like go visit. I'm like Uncle Andy.
that's nice.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, I gotta pee. Let's go.
All right,
right.
Logan. You have any music to promote? You got any new?
I have a Jetta.
What was that? I don't know. Okay.
By the way,
Yeah,
this chick's got a Corvette.
I do. I have a Corvette.
So don't even make
I'll
fun of
I'll
my
show
fucking
you.
old Porsche. You have a fucking Corvette.
Oh, you'll fit right in with your fans. You're like a 55-year-old guy and his
I
second
know.
wife with a Corvette. You have their dream car.
Okay, like the New Balance and the high socks.
By the way,
khaki
I have your
shorts.
dream car.
Yeah, it's good.
They're like, so do we.
It's really good. I love it.
You said
color
it
is
all.
it? Is it red?
We've learned a little bit about you today.
Good. You told me last night I was mysterious. So I'm
You
glad
are.
I could keep that air.
You are. You're keeping it. But like, I like the. Oh, tell Nick this story about the fish show too, where you swam to the fish, or Dave Matthews.
Oh, slightly stupid.
This is a great story.
Is it? I told Andy.
Like Alcatraz or something?
No, there was like a moat, like a canal around this venue where I grew up.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. For surely you're familiar.
Yeah.
Slightly Stupid was playing Alcatraz.
Okay.
And I swam in with like beers in my pockets.
They should just let you. If you make that swim, you should be allowed in.
Yeah, they pretty well. I think I paid the guard. I told Andy like there was like a security guard there, and he's like, "You're not supposed to be in here." It was like me and my two guy friends. We all had
She's just wet.
beers in my pocket.
No,
we
I
like
came
show up.
in.
We're like soaking wet. No one's drinking beers out of cans except
There's
us.
a starfish
Like,
on your
yeah.
back.
You know what? And so it was fun. I told Andy last night. I was like, "Oh, I've never paid
You're covered
for
in
a-
leeches.
Yeah, for a Slightly Stupid show. It's cute.
I loved it.
All right.
Well, we're gonna to
Let's
be
not air
continued. You don't want to air this?
No, it's fine.
You
It's
were
just I
going
feel
to.
boring. I feel it's
You're not
just boring.
Don't worry, I saved it.
Thank you. What a shining star.
What color's your Corvette?
It's burgundy.
Ooh. I feel like you gotta have a cool car.
She's
in Florida.
reggae Barbie.
I like that.
Thanks.
Reggae Barbie.
It has inspired me now. Like now, when I think of, I like wear little dresses and shit, and I try and be like cute in my Corvette. It's fun.
I think you should just put bass in the tracks for this tour.
No, we are.
Oh, okay, good.
We did. Yeah,
don't
yeah,
get
yeah.
a bass player. They're so
It's all
replaceable.
situated.
Who
Don't
cares?
worry.
You don't need
Yeah.
a bass player.
No one's gonna care.
Hear that, Fapes?
You don't. I mean, shout
He's
out to
fine.
Fabian.
He's got a Porsche.
Yeah, he's rich. He's like doing. Yeah, he's like go
Got a
make
Porsche?
your money,
Is
Fabian.
his wife hot?
Oh yeah, his wife is very hot. I love his
He's
wife.
got everything.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
he's
You don't have
really-
a Porsche and an ugly
She's
wife.
they had a bakery. She makes like they've been together since like high school. She's like a baker. She's hot. She's like the most mellow, wonderful
Dope.
woman. I love her.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
When
now
are you
she's-
gonna fall in love?
I don't know.
I don't recommend it. I'm just kidding.
You don't recommend
No,
it?
I'm kidding. I don't have any
I
opinions
don't
on
have
love.
time. I got to stay focused.
Oh, yeah?
Because right now, like
It
the
is
boys are all
distracting.
like, let's just be home with our girlfriends and
Yeah.
our lives, and I'm like home, like pacing a hole in the floor and like put us on the fucking road, and that's all the only
Getting
way
late
that
can
this
be bad
band
for
is
your
gonna
work
take
ethic.
off.
Yeah.
So
Well, stay hungry. Mm-hmm. Keep
I want to see
working.
your Porsche. What year is it?
it's a Corvette.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
a
Corvette.
94.
Oh, sick.
It's very
fucking
it's very
awesome.
fun.
Well, because Porsches don't, or Corvettes don't look as cool anymore. I don't think.
No, they don't. And this
Yeah,
one
yeah.
has like the headlights. Like
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Enough about that.
So
You said it
Florida.
all.
That's so
All right.
Florida.
Our Florida queen.
I'm never letting you end this podcast.
Thank you. did
Go
it.
check out Artikal Sound System. They're great.
It's a KAL at the end of our
Yeah,
article.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Look at you knowing.
Just so they
That
know.
means the world
Nick
to
and I
me.
went to your show at Mission. He's
I
like,
liked
"This
it.
is a good band."
I actually liked it, and I don't really like stuff.
no, he
That was
hates
so
shit.
nice of you.
I really don't like the stuff in that scene very much. And I was like, this is actually, I would go to this. I don't know if I'd
Thanks.
pay, but I'd go.
You'll always take care of you.
Well, you said it all. we learned a little bit. You're gonna be on again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna really go
Yeah,
for
this
it.
was.
This
You're
is
scared.
fun.
You're scared
a
to hurt
little
feelings.
nervous, didn't want to hurt
I
feelings.
try to be a nice person.
I know.
You can be nice and also tell everyone they
And
suck.
also just
I do
shred
it
them
all
to
the
pieces.
time. You said I'm a nice guy earlier. I talk shit constantly. Ooh, got her. We got a Corvette now.
Let's end this.
We love you.
I have
Thanks,
to
Logan. Goodbye.
All right, bye.
That's fun.